Hey everybody, it's Steve. Just wanted to go through with you some of our great new property analyzing tools. And this is a specific training for those of you who want to use our tools in your business, talk to me about subscription models, or those of you who are going to run them for our clients, and specifically for Glenn and Connor and Nair and folks, how to make this work quickly. These tools are kind of brand new, they're kind of different than what you've been using before, so we'll go through it. The first thing we're going to do is where are the tools? So we're going to add to the stage this section here, and we'll go under REI homepage, resources, and for those of you who are not members of our team, you don't have access to this pop-out, but anyway, it's under our ChatGPT section. These two right here. FastCalc Baby Analyzer, ignore mobile home parks, it doesn't apply yet. Flip rental storage, rehab calculator, residential storage. And so we're going to look at a subject property. Here we are with a subject property. And the first thing we do with our subject property is we take the address, and you have to do your own research outside of this tool for comparable valuations. And we have a tool we have batch leads you can use, we have deal check you can use, and of course some of you might have Flex MLS access or something else. So we're going to search properties, search lenders, no, my properties. Going to add a property, I don't know why it gives me so many samples. Select the template. Enter manual data. And use this. This one you watch Deal Check's video. I'm not going to slow this down by teaching a specific tool, for people use different tools. So what we do is we go to the rehab calculator and we enter in the address. 2-unit, about 900 square feet each. In this case there's 2 stories. Holding budget of 0, that's fine. Cosmetic condition, semi-modern. How many windows? What condition? Windows are, let's say windows are new, fine. Siding, new, don't need to touch siding in this case. Roof, we're not touching the roof in this case. Now, I'm giving answers. You would look at the pictures and say, semi-modern, okay. Don't need to do a lot there. And you would go through all the pictures for the units, and you would look and determine what you think needs to be done. You know, you can see it probably needs a paint job. Most things need a paint job. Front porch needs to be done. Whatever. So you're going through here and you're saying, all right, who's in the kitchen? Not really. You know, does bathrooms need to be done? Yeah, fine. And you can play with this to a certain extent, half baths, 3/4 baths, filling in all the different answers, and then you can say, save and log. And you say send to FastCalc. And it should have broke there. Then you go to FastCalc, and you are doing 2 analyses. You are putting in 108 Grove Street, asking price, ARV, what do you think it's worth? Rehab cost, and this comes back from rehab calculator. And you can just look at this very simply. You can just add these up. $6,000 there, $6,750 plus another $1,500, so $8,400. Go through, you can add all these up, and so you can say, okay, rehab is 9,000, let's say, and you put in the team member name. That's your name, so we know who to reference this to, and your contact and the owner information, or the broker, or whoever the contact is, and you can tell us the deal contacts. And then you're going to hit calculate. And then you're going to take, and you're gonna email us, it's gonna show you the answers right here. Boom. You're gonna copy the shareable link and you're gonna email this to us. And you're gonna PDF this, which means Control P, and you're gonna print this to a PDF, and you're gonna send us the PDF with the link. Cool. Now what's also happening in here is this is ending up in a spreadsheet. It's already a built spreadsheet. It's happening automatically. As soon as you hit calculate, it's happening automatically. So that's how you run a flip. Now this flip has told us that this property's worth $133,000. It's also given us a little symbol that listing may not work, wholesale, or listing may work, wholesale may not, because we're so far under the asking price of $222. Okay, that's fine. You know, person may not want to go wholesale. That's fine. Then you go back again and you go to rental. Total annual income in this case is $24,000. Annual expenses, what are the actual utilities, whatever. Rehab cost, $10,000. Boom. Now what do they think is worth? $127,000 based on income. 98,000, same, and do the exact same thing. You're saying save the tracker. You're copying the shareable link. You're PDFing the page. And you're sending me an email. So the email will have two links in it. It'll have a rental link and a rental PDF attached. It'll have a flip link and a flip PDF attached. And you're also giving me a description of what's going on in the property. So your email to us should look something like, ugh. And you're going to attach the two documents. And you're going to tell me now, it's also important, before I forget, you also have to run flood zone on these properties. You have two other things you have to do. You have to find your flood zone. And you can print this to PDF, or you can simply say, not in a flood zone. And then the other thing you have to do is you have to run Land OS on it. Which is not actually here. The link to Land OS is actually in the ChatGPT section. And then you're going to PDF this answer as well. Or on these, I actually prefer you just copy the package into the email. Boom. and then you send it. And so that tells me everything I need to know, and then also please, just as a backup, text me and Ryan. This way, what you're doing here is you're triaging existing listed wholesales and listed MLS properties for us to go to our buyers with. And you will get 25% of our share on the deal if we close it with them. You're gonna have to do some hand holding there, but really you're triaging it. You get 15% if you don't do anything else but do this. You get 25% if you're a little more involved and you help fill out some forms. That way we go there. And those of you who are licensed agents with Gorilla, we can talk about higher numbers. So anyway, that's what you gotta do.